TV Spotlight. Secret Army. Secret Army is the name of a British television drama series made by the BBC that ran for 3 seasons from 1977 to 1979 and amassed a total of 43 episodes. The series was set in Nazi-occupied Brussels during World War II and focused on the efforts of Lifeline, a resistance group of ordinary people living a double life under German rule, who were operating a human smuggling operation to get downed Allied airmen out of the country and back to the war effort. The series features a stellar cast of British actors. The seemingly unlikely creator and organizer of Lifeline is a young woman barely out of her teens, Lisa Colbert, played by Jan Francis, whose other credits include the romantic comedy series Just Good Friends and the comedy drama series Stay Lucky. Her second-in-command is cafe and later restaurant owner Albert Foire, played by Bernard Hepton, whose other credits include Colditz, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and the 1989 British TV adaptation of The Woman in Black. Other members of Lifeline include Albert's mistress Monique, played by Angela Richards, waitress Natalie, played by Juliet Hammond-Hill, British agent John Curtis, played by veteran Britain and American TV and film actor Christopher Neame, who Hammer fans will recognise as Johnny Alucard from Dracula 1972 AD, and Doctor Who fans will recognise as the evil Skagra from the Tom Baker story Shardar. Dr. Pascal Keldermans, played by Valentine Dyal, another veteran British actor that Doctor Who fans know as the evil Black Guardian in several Tom Baker and Peter Davison stories, but who here gets to be one of the good guys for a change. Forger Max Brokar, played by Stephen Yardley, who Doctor Who fans will recognise from the Tom Baker story Genesis of the Daleks and the Colin Baker story Vengeance on Varos. Farmer Alan Mooney, played by Ron Pember, a recognisable character actor who Red Dwarf fans will recognise as the vengeful tax collector in the Season 2 episode Better Than Life. Ranged against Lifeline are, of course, the occupying German force, personified in the series principally by 3 characters: Luftwaffe Major Erwin Brandt, played by Michael Culver, who Joan Hickson Miss Marple fans will recognise from the 1985 story The Moving Finger, and Luftwaffe Major Hans-Dietrich Reinhardt, played by Terence Hardiman, who played the Demon Headmaster in the 1990s sci-fi children's TV series of the same name, and appeared in the 2010 Matt Smith Doctor Who story The Beast Below. While on the side of the bad guys, both Brandt and Reinhardt are not unsympathetically portrayed, both being essentially ordinary men and soldiers who are just doing their job, and not always enthusiastically, though this does not make them any less dangerous to Lifeline. But the principal antagonist of Secret Army is, of course, the head of the Brussels chapter of the Gestapo, Ludwig Kessler, played with unforgettable icy menace by Clifford Rose, who cult TV fans will also recognise as Snell, the section psychiatrist/interrogator in the late 60s and early 70s British spy thriller series Callan, and as Rorvik in the 1981 Tom Baker Doctor Who story Warrior's Gate. Although Kessler is still depicted as human, with from Series 2 him even developing a romantic relationship with a lonely Belgian woman, who he treats with genuine affection and gentlemanly regard, that arguably only serves to make his fanatical devotion to the Nazi cause and casual brutality to all those who oppose it all the scarier. As you would expect from a programme made in the golden age of British television drama, Secret Army is classy stuff all the way, superbly written, produced and performed by an excellent cast. If I have a few complaints, they're relatively minor. The first season has arguably rather too many episodes focused on guest characters, which, given the series' grim tone, usually makes it a little too predictable as to how things are going to turn out for them by the episode's end, i.e. probably not too well, though this issue disappears as the series progresses and focuses more on the regular characters and the terrifying double life of those in Lifeline, forever living with the knowledge that at any moment could come the knock on the door, followed by arrest, torture, and execution. There's also the slightly disappointing writing out of one of the major characters of Season 1 at the start of Season 2, which is so perfunctory it veers dangerously close to a trait of some TV shows that rather aggravates me, something I've come to call the neighbours syndrome. That moment when a TV show basically turns to you and says, "Hey, you know that character you really like and we've really gotten you to invest in? Well, fuck you, they're gone, get over it." I'm not a big fan of that sort of thing, and while I appreciate that in this case the performer concerned probably just wanted to leave the show, and that a brief appearance is still better than an off-screen exit between seasons, it was still a little bit jarring. However, in a way, this very modern Game of Thrones approach, where any character, no matter how pivotal or important, could be killed or forced to flee in any episode, certainly helps to intensify the reality of the very real threat that members of Lifeline face on a daily basis. The series was critically acclaimed, and from the second season became one of the BBC's top-rated drama series in the 1970s. It generated a spin-off, a 1981 six-part miniseries named only Kessler, and even spawned a parody, the ironically much more famous situation comedy series 'Allo 'Allo, which not only lasted longer than Secret Army, it lasted longer than World War II. But there is precious little to laugh about in Secret Army. It's a dark, gritty, and very adult drama series that frequently makes for gripping television. I am currently watching the third season for the first time, which is riveting stuff and only escalating the tension as the war enters its final stages. Secret Army is another cracking good British drama series from the British Golden Age, and I can give it nothing less than a very strong A-.